Young people hate hearing that lived experience matters. It matters for some things, okay? So here's a thing where lived experience matters, and here's a thing where it doesn't, okay? Lived experience matters a lot for relating to people, okay? When I was in college, I would not have understood anything about the life that I live now. And when I was in high school, I wouldn't have understood much about the life that I lived in college. Not just because I'm a streamer now, but because the stages of life that I'm in are so different. My priorities, my interests, everything changes. Who I am today would probably be a disappointment to who I wanted to be at 15. Because when I was 15, I was a stupid idiot. But now, I'm exactly who I want to be. I may be disappointing a kid who no longer exists, but I'm fulfilling the dreams of a person who does still exist. Like, why would I be a slave to what I, at 15, wanted me to be? Why the fuck would I care? I'm an adult now. Like, I'm gonna live my life the way 15-year-old me wanted me to? Why? Why? I mean, not to say you should give up on your dreams, but if your dreams change because you mature, then that's cool. That's fine. What did 15-year-old Vosh want? Dude, it was stupid shit, man. Come on. 15-year-old Vosh didn't even know he liked social sciences. He wanted to be a scientist, not social scientist, a scientist. What? I don't have the patience for that. I wanted to be like a nerd. Well, I am, but I like being the useless kind of nerd that just reads the books, not the person who produces. Anyway, the point is, my interests have changed, and that's good, and that's fine. But they've also changed since, like, college, you know? Massively. If I tried to hold a conversation with college-age me, like 22 or 23, not only would I disagree with them on a lot, but I also would probably recognize there are truths that I can't impart to them, you know? You know that old thing, like, if you could go back 20 years ago and tell your younger self something, what would you tell them? The truth is, they wouldn't take your advice. Unless you're, like, forewarning them about some specific bad event that's going to happen in their life, if you want to give them general advice, they're not going to listen because they're going to tell you they're built differently. They're going to look you in the eyes, your future self, and they're going to say, I'm just built different. You sucked, maybe, I won't, and then they're going to do the same thing. Life experience means a lot, and people do learn from it, you know? And there are a lot of things you can never really understand until you've experienced it. Mental illness is a big one. Pain is a big one. Nothing gets young people quite on respecting their body like the first time they break a bone messing around, skateboarding or whatever. That can give people lessons that no amount of instruction from a parent can. Likewise, the trauma of a car crash. Who here has been in a car crash and lived? I assume, if you're typing here, you know? Yeah. I mean, like a decent one, you know? It feels different than you think it does, doesn't it, you know? Because I've gotten little fender benders, but the first time I got in a real car crash, one of those, oh, I could have died car crashes, what I thought afterwards was, wow, that was so much more helpless than I thought it would. Everything I've ever thought of where I thought, oh, you know, I'll have some control over this. Nope. You just have how many crashes have you had? The one I'm referring to, I wasn't the driver. There was a friend driving, and we got T-boned at an intersection. And our car get hit so hard, it spun out of the center of the intersection, slammed into a pole, and bent the pole. There was a lot of momentum behind that hit, and I was the closest one to the point where the car got hit. So, yeah, we got wrapped around a pole after getting T-boned. The car that hit us flipped. Anyway, nobody died somehow, but that experience was like, wow, that I have clearly not taken this seriously enough up until this point. From now on, I will take this so much more seriously. This was not what I thought it would be. I just couldn't have known. You can read everything you want. You see a flash, your neck snaps backward, your bones may shatter wherever you're next to the collision. You can read all that and you think, wow, that sucks, haha, and then you keep driving, but sometimes experience makes the difference. Experience matters. Oh, it's very loud. Oh, it's so loud. I had ear problems for a while after when my head hit the side. You remember? I streamed when this happened, by the way. Do you remember me complaining about my ears? No? Maybe it was right when I began streaming. You had tinnitus for like a year? Yeah. Maybe I didn't bring it up. No. Well, look. I'm just saying that lived experience matters. And like all these experiences that I've had that I never would have imagined being able to understand before I actually did experience it. There are things that you're just not going to relate to with a person who's at with all due respect, like a younger or lower life stage. A person dealing with the stresses of school is dealing with different stuff than a person dealing with the stresses of like maintaining a house and having a job. And the younger you are, the more these differences are magnified, you know? The difference between a 35-year-old and a 38-year-old is like nothing really on average. The difference between a 15 and an 18-year-old is catastrophic. It is a Grand Canyon of difference because your brain is developing and your life experiences are changing. Like every year, there's some huge new way that you experience the world. It's very, very different. There are some things where I don't think lived experience matters that much. Honest to God, once you're like 16 or something, I really don't think people's political opinions on average get that much better. I'd like to see data on it, but like adults are like more like it's not like an age thing. Like there are old people who are nonsensically stupid when it comes to their political opinions. So maybe 16-year-olds should be able to vote. I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know. Like I genuinely do not know. I'd like to see some data on it. Yeah. I don't know. They can in Brazil. Yeah, I don't know if life experience gives you better political opinions. Yeah. Well, anyway, you all get what I'm trying to get at here, right? Wouldn't you agree younger folks are more likely to be politically stupid like tankies? Maybe in the modern world with the modern internet, young people are more likely to be like unjustified political radicals, but I don't know. I don't know. Has anyone ever found love in your chat? I know of multiple people who found each other over my Discord or chat or whatever. Yeah, which is pretty funny. I mean, I don't know them like all personally, but yeah, I know it's happened, which is cute. Why is your fan base a bunch of Zoomers? Because I'm the closest thing I think you can really get to news and political coverage that delivers daily that doesn't have like the dry affability of a news show, you know? I feel like I nail the humor, which is good. Azan? True, though I don't know how much stuff he puts out into videos. I don't know, I don't watch Hasan that much. What's your opinion on dating someone you disagree with politically? Live your truth. Do whatever you want, you know? I mean, what am I going to do? Stop you? I'm not going to stop you, you know? Don't you resent the idea of being a news channel? I come out with consistent political commentary. We cover a portion of the news. Not everything, but... Could you date somebody you disagree with? No. Well, disagree with, sure, yeah. Like, substantial political disagreement? No, probably not. Disagreement like a liberal? Yeah, sure. Fundamental values are still there. Belief in democracy. But, like, a Nazi or like a QAnoner? Like, probably not, no. We wouldn't agree. I mean, I don't even know what I'd talk about. I could fuck a lib. I'd do it. I could find some liberals, you know, submissive and breedable, for sure. Yeah, you can talk out your disagreements.